Well, hello everyone. Another glorious day in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I'm here today to talk to you about none other than Cameron Hamilton for Congress. I'm down by the city docks in Fredericksburg, and what's very interesting, I don't know if anyone's ever done any sort of looking into the history, but that's the old railroad bridge behind you. But in the other direction, this was at one time a deep water port where you could actually bring your products from the valley, central Virginia, and you come through Orange and then come below the fall line through our good old Orange County, and there would be large ships docked here, which is really, an incredible thought. No one thinks about that. Now, mind you, it wasn't like Portsmouth, something huge, but yet it was a genuine large sailboats could come up here. And I wanted to take a moment to say, hey, everybody, that, as we talk about the history of, as we talk about the history of Virginia in the 7th District, the first thing that I want to talk about is that the, the history of Orange County, James Madison, the Constitution, all the fundamental values that make America what it is. These are the primary components of why America is great, what's enshrined in the Constitution and the protections that it gives us. And, that's one of the reasons I got really excited when I met Cameron Hamilton. And interestingly enough, so did Nick Fritas, very well ranked Republican. His scores are very high for, sort of connecting with the Constitution, sticking to fundamental American values. Not mean stuff, not weird stuff, not nothing fringy, but fundamental values that make America the great experiment that it is. And one of those is obviously, acknowledging First Amendment, Second Amendment. You go down the list of all the different everything. And Cameron is really lined up with that. He's very clear about how he believes in a lot of absolutisms with the Constitution is not something that you can sort of use when it's convenient and discard when it's not. Illegal search and seizures, due process, a lot of the things that keep us a free country. And so, that was, back in January of this year, those are the things that really sort of caught my eye. There's a lot of come latelys that are sort of running around, sort of like chickens, screaming from the hen house. I feel like a lot of these other candidates are laying eggs. Well, I think they are laying eggs. And the eggs that they're laying are eggs that are not part of the Constitution. So I encourage you to do your research. Friday is Flag Day. And, the primary ends Tuesday. Looking forward to that. And just like you folks, to just really give pause and consideration, do your research. Primaries are important. A lot of people tend to skip them. It's just the beginning of the race, but we've had a lot of very substantial endorsements for Cameron Hamilton in our 7th District, and we're happy about that. And a lot of people agree with what we see. And so that, it's the right man for the time. And he's not looking to be a career politician. He just wants to do his part to, leave the country better than he found it. And so that's why I'm out here telling everybody, putting a lot of personal time, saying, hey, just look at the two people, have a conversation, measure them. A lot of the folks that are making the loudest noises, if you talk to them face to face, you'll get a very different impression with them than you will with Cameron Hamilton. So think about it. Fredericksburg, we're out here where so much of our country got its first beginnings. Anyway, thanks for dialing in.